What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick here with Empires of Mind, where we help you get your mind right so you can get your life right. Now, today we're going to go into a couple different manifest. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick. Today we are going to get into different manifestations type and the one that I think you guys overlook. I believe that there's a lot of shiny object syndrome in the manifestation community where everyone says, do this, no, do this, no, do this. This is the way. This is how I do it. This is the only way. This is going to make it faster. The Bhagavad Gita explains that there is no one singular path to enlightenment. What does that have to do with what we're getting at? There is no one singular path to manifestation that's better than any other. They all work. They're all going to get you there. Your problem is consistency. The problem is you're not focusing and doing it over and over and over. How do you get good at something? Repetition. A guitarist doesn't pick up the guitar, learn a few chords, and become a boss. You don't pick up a piano, learn to play a little bit, and then become the next Beethoven. Repetition. It takes, someone told me, I don't know if this is true, but it takes something like 10 years to become a master at the piano. 10 flippin' years. Could you imagine? 10 years. I don't know like how they split the time up. Maybe it was daily, maybe it was weekly, but that's not the point. The point is you jump around to different techniques because someone's always telling you to do something different. Stick with one, it's gonna work. But here's the problem. If you're not connecting your heart and your mind together on it, it's not gonna work. If you're just visualizing it in your head and not feeling it in your heart, it's not gonna work. There are a couple foundations that you like, there's a foundation you need to follow. There's a blueprint to it. Easy peasy and it's simple. But you can't just have it in your brain and that's it, expect it to happen. In the Bible, in the Bhagavad Gita, in a couple other sacred texts, it says that there needs to be a balance between the heart and the mind, a coherence between the heart and the mind. They need to talk to each other. Your heart's a little brain. I don't know if you knew that. Your heart has little neurites, sensory neurites, and it acts as a little brain for you. So what does all this mean and how can you pull it into your life? I want you to focus on what you want in your brain piece, in your dome, and then once you have it vivid, ask yourself, what does that feel like? What is the feeling I get now that I know it's done? And then bask in that. You want to focus on that feeling. You only want that feeling. Whether it's with a special person, whether it's the car that you want, whether it's the raise, whether it's the $1,000,000, whatever it is. What is the feeling that you get now that you have it? Ask yourself that. Now that I have that, how does it make me feel? And then focus on your heart area. And it's going to tell you what you want. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create a trigger, an emotional trigger. Tony Robbins talks about this as changing your state, where you want to be happy more, focus on happiness, and attach it to something you do, like snapping your fingers, tapping your chest, honking your nose if that's what you want to do. But use that. Focus on that feeling of like right in your little heart area, man. What does it feel like knowing that you're waking up every morning next to the person that you love You get to make them breakfast and, I don't know, push the hair back behind their ear, and then make fun of them for how they eat cereal. I don't know. But you want to focus on what that feeling is and then connect it to a state. You're going to do this for like a week. You're going to focus on the feeling. Do it for a couple minutes. Like, you want to get lost in it for a couple minutes and then start adding a trigger. Maybe a pat on the leg, chest, fingers snap, little chin squirt, because everybody likes that. Whatever it is, you're going to create that. And then throughout the day, once you have that set, you're going to do it. Do that trigger. And it's going to bring up that emotion. It's going to bring up that thought. It's going to bring up the feeling. And you're going to get used to having it in your life. Also, if it's a car, go drive the car. Go to a dealership and drive that car. You got to know what it feels like to drive that car. So when you're driving your car that you hate, well, I'm not driving a 2002 Honda Civic Coupe. I'm driving a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee. You don't close your eyes while you're driving. I don't know why I did that. But you're going to focus on it every time you drive and be like, oh man, I'm really just driving this dope ride of mine. Man, it feels good to have this car now. Maybe a significant other, cuddle a pillow at night. Like, oh man, it feels so great to just, pillows are so cuddly. It's gonna be so great to just, hold this person while we both go to sleep. Waking up in the house of your dream, whatever it is. But you need to really focus on the feeling of what it feels like to have it. Now, a lot of y'all be like, well, I focus on the feeling. No, you don't. You really don't. It's there, but you're not focusing on it because you're all too distracted. You also need to take some time, turn your phone off, put it in a Ziploc bag, bury it in the backyard for an hour, and go in your room and just spend time with yourself and your feelings and your thoughts and work your shit out. That's for another video. But you need to take the time, set it aside, do the work, and be consistent about it. The things that I've manifested the most in my life are the things that I was really actually consistent on. There were other things that I wanted that I haven't got or took a very, very long time when it shouldn't have, is because I wasn't consistent. Guys, the easiest time to do this, when you wake up, when you go to bed. I'm going to say that again. When you wake up, when you go to bed. You don't need an hour to meditate. You just spend time in your heart center. I meditate for a long time. It's done miraculous things for me, but if you want to manifest, do it in the morning, do it at night. Wake up to, man, it feels so good to wake up next to this person, or it feels so good to wake up in my dream home. And what does it feel like doing that? What does it feel like when you go down the stairs and get in your dream vehicle? What does it feel like? That's all you have to focus on. Don't jump around. Stick with one thing and go all in on that one thing. It's going to get you what you want if you marry the brain with the mind. They have to be in harmony. There are meditations out there for it. The best thing to do, this comes straight from HeartMath. So these are people who've spent a couple decades just focusing on heart coherence. 3 minutes, all you have to do, hand over your heart, because there are energetic pathways that come through your hand over your heart, and then just focus on your heart center. That's it. That's it. For like 3 minutes. You can do it for 5 minutes. But they said for 3 minutes of doing this, if you can focus on it for 3 minutes, you get something like 6 hours of benefit from it. So guys, I'm out to leave you some homework. Focus on your heart. You want to really activate it. And then once you get good at activating it, you're going to focus on your manifestation, on what you want there, and what does it make you feel like. And when you do this, things are going to change. Your personality is going to change for the better, not for the worst, unless, I mean, that's what you want. Just be, y'all have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.